Welcome back students, good morning. Myself Kubraja Rahul and today we are to learn about the triangles. In the previous session we have already seen that a basic concept of the triangles and their basic concept of the congruency and congruent. Okay, what is the congruent? That we have learned that congruent means two figures which have a same shape and same size. Okay, two figures which have a same shape and same size, we have to say them they are both of them congruent. Okay, so for the congruent in the triangle we have to see that there is a three parts of the triangle, there is three sides and three part of the triangle that are angles, then three angles. Okay, so three sides and three angles, we have to see that we must to take all of the sides and all of the angles have to equal. Okay, so can we conclude that can we prove or show that all of the side of the triangle and all of the angles of the triangle take equal at every time? No, we don't need to take all of the side of the triangle are equal or all of the angle take equal. Okay, not every time. For that we have to see that congruency of the triangle, that is the we need some part of the triangles that are some two side or one angle or two angle and one side. Okay, and one right angle and hypotenuse and one side or all of the three side. Okay, we take some part of the triangle and after we have to say that if this part of the triangles are equal, then we have to take say that both of the triangles are congruent. Okay, so that part of triangles we say that that's a congruency rule. Okay, we say them congruency rule. Okay, criteria of the congruency, that criteria of congruency, that are one of them is side angle side. Okay, second one that is angle side angle, third one that is angle angle side, fourth one is side side side, and fifth one that is RHS, right angle side. Okay, right angle, hypotenuse and one side. Okay, so this criteria of the similarity, this criteria of the congruency, we have to see that. Okay, and within this criteria we have to say that both of triangles are congruent or not. Okay, so let's start without wasting a time and with the new concepts with the with exercise 7.1 of your textbook. Okay, so standard 9 and we are learn about the triangles. Okay, we are learning about the triangles. Okay, so we are seeing that if I take one of the criteria of the triangle, that is side angle side. Okay, SAS. Okay, here we have to take two triangles ABC and PQR. From first of the define of the congruency, first of all define of the congruent, we must take both of the shapes are same and their size are must to be equal. Okay, then we have to take AB is equal to PQ, AC is equal to PR and AC is BC is equal to the QR. They have same size. Okay, and with the same shape. Okay, now for the side angle side, okay, for the side angle side we have seen that we must to take all angles and all sides are equal. Okay, for the criteria for the congruent parts, AB is equal to PQ, AC is equal to PR and BC is equal to QR, and one of the angle A is equal to P, angle B is equal to C and angle sorry, not angle B is equal to angle Q, sorry, and angle C is equal to angle R. Okay, we have to take all these angle, all these sides and all these angles are equal for depend on the define of the congruent. Then we have to say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. But using the criteria of the congruency, we can tell that we don't need to all sides and all angle to need to prove or show that are equal. We just need any two side or one of them including angle. Okay, one of them including angle that are equal. If that are equal, then we have to say that both of triangle are congruent. We not need to prove all of the angles and all of the sides are equal. So I'll take one of the side AB to the PQ and AC to the PR, and one of the including angle A equal to P. Okay, we have to take AB equal to PQ, AC equal to PR, and one of them angle A equal to the angle P. So I'll take AB is equal to PQ, okay. We have seen that if we have to take side angle side congruency, okay, if we take side angle side congruency, then we had, I'll take AB is equal to PQ, one of them one side is equal AB to PQ, one of them angle A is equal to angle P, and one of them one side, that is AC, is equal to PR. Okay, so here my side, one side of the triangle, both of triangle, one angle of the both of the triangle, and another side of the both of triangle are equal. And okay, so we have to write that both of triangle are congruent. Okay, so using this we have to say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Okay, we don't need to prove these two angles and one of this side. That means we have to say that remaining angles and remaining side, we don't need to remaining angles and remaining side to prove that both of all of these are equal. Okay, we don't need to prove that remaining angles and remaining side are equal. They are always to be equal if we have to prove that both of triangles are congruent. If we prove that both of triangles are congruent, that means all of the sides and all of the angles are congruent. That means equal. Congruent means one of them equal. Okay, if we prove that if triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, both of triangles if are congruent, then we have to take all the side and all the angles of the both of triangles are equal. So by the now how do I write that both remaining angles and remaining side are equal? By which rule and by which concept or by which statement we have to write that remaining parts are equal? Okay, here my, if both of the triangles are congruent, then we have to also write that remaining part, which are remaining part except which you have to taken. Okay, remaining part of the triangle are also equal. Okay, we have to write that remaining part of the triangle are also equal. Okay, so we have to write that that part are corresponding parts of the congruent triangle. Okay, these parts are corresponding part. BC is corresponding to QR. Okay, angle B is corresponding to angle Q, and angle C is corresponding to angle R. Okay, so that concept, that is corresponding parts are equal from the congruent triangles. If we prove that both of triangles are congruent, then we have to take remaining corresponding parts are also equal. So I'll write concept of the CPCT. What is the CPCT? That is corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Okay, corresponding parts of the congruent triangles. Then I'll write by the CPCT rule, by the corresponding parts of the congruent triangle. If both of triangles are congruent, I'll repeat again and again one thing, that is, if both of the triangles are congruent, then remaining parts of the triangles that are also equal to each other, okay, with their corresponding sides and with their corresponding angles of the other triangle. Okay, so that's why we have to write by the CPCT rule. That is, what is the CPCT rule? That is corresponding parts of the congruent triangles. Okay, that is, these parts are equal by the CPCT rule. That my CPCT rule said that triangles are congruent, then we have to write remaining parts are equal to each other. Okay, clear? Now we have to move for the exercise 7.1. okay, you have to clear CPCT rule. Okay, if you have any doubt, please notify me. Okay, then I'll explain you using the doubt session lecture. Okay, okay, quadrilateral ABC ACBD. Question 1. In quadrilateral ACBD is given, figure is given. So I'll first of all draw the figure. That is ACBD. Okay, and here both of the angles given that is equal, and one of them here side is also given as equal. Okay, in quadrilateral ACBD, AC is equal to BD. Sorry, AC equal to AD. So from given, I write given which things we have to that given AC is equal to AD. After that, and AB bisect angle A. AB bisect angle A. Now AB is bisect angle A. That means bisected means that two equal half. Okay, there is two things, that is bisector and median. Median, that is also that divide two equal half, and bisector that are also divide in two equal half. Bisector are generally used for the angles, that is divide angles into two equal half, and median is generally used in the line segment or line that are divide two equal half. Okay, for the line. So please understand that median and bisector, their meaning are equal, but they are used for the different kind of the concept for object. Okay, bisector are generally used for the angles, and median are generally used for the lines and line segment. So now AB bisect angle A. Bisect angle A, that means they divide two equal half, two equal angles. I'll give the name of the angle as a 1 and 2. Okay, that is not a numerical purpose or not a numerical calculation purpose, that is 1 plus 2 3, that not that purpose. I'll give the name of the angle as 1 and 2. Okay, that just the name of the angle. Clear? So AB bisect angle A, therefore we have to write also angle 1 is equal to the angle 2. Both of the angles are equal because of the AB bisect this angle A. To prove, they said that to prove, what need to prove? That is, show that triangle ABC and triangle ABD, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. We need to prove that ABC is congruent to ABD. And second thing that can we what can you say about BC and BD? What can you say about the BC and BD? For the BC and BD, we have to conclude that after the if whole sum are done. Okay. So first, one thing that we have to in your mind, one thing we have in mind, that is we need to prove that these two triangles are congruent. That is, let's start to prove. Okay, so in proof we have to use these two triangles. So I'll write in triangle ABC and triangle ABD. Okay, in triangle ABC and triangle ABD, we have seen that I split this two triangle to understand better way. So ABC and ABD. Okay, in these two triangles, you see that here one of the side of the triangle AC and AD, one of the side of the triangle AC and AD are equal, given. Okay, angle A and here angle A, that is 1 and 2. This angle and this angle are also given as equal. Okay, and one of them side for in triangle ABC and triangle ABD, AB and AB. Okay, AB and AB, both of them are common in both of the triangle. Okay, this side AB and also this side AB, from the both of triangle ABC and ABD, AB contain from both of the triangle, in both of the triangle. So AB, we have to write AB are common in both of the triangle. So here we are seen that AC, that is side, angle A, that is one is that is angle and AB, that is a side. So side angle side, side angle side. Okay, here we have to see that congruency type, that is side, AC is the side, one is angle, and AB, that is a side, side angle side, that are also in the order. Okay, here also side, okay, after that angle, and after that side are contained in order. So that's why we have to take side angle side congruency in these two triangles. So for these two triangles, I'll write the things which I'll show you. Okay, I'll write that AC is equal to the AD that are given in question. Angle 1 and angle 2 are also given in question. Okay, and third thing, that is AB are common in both of the triangle, are common in both of the triangle. Okay, so for this kind of the rule, we have to see that therefore by side angle side congruency rule okay, I'll write only CONG with the full stop. Okay, by side angle side congruency rule, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. Okay, we have to say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. Okay, now that is the remaining parts of the triangle. Remaining parts of the triangle that are, one of them that is BC of the ABC and BD of the triangle ABD, that are also equal. Okay, therefore we have to write that, therefore by CPCT rule, that is corresponding part of the congruent triangle. Now we are proving that both of triangle are congruent, so we have to take remaining parts of the triangle. Okay, remaining parts of the congruent triangle are also equal. So by CPCT rule, that is BC is equal to the BD. Okay, in our question that I also ask about, what can you say about the BC and BD? What can you say about the BC and BD? I'll say that BC and BD are equal because of the these two triangles are congruent. Clear? Please note down that. Note down this please fast. Okay, now we can move for the second question. That is second question. Figure is also given. ABCD is a quadrilateral in which AD is equal to BC. First of all, we have to draw the figure. Okay, ABCD is a quadrilateral in which AD is equal to BC. AD is given as a equal to the BC. Okay, that is in given AD is equal to BC. Okay, second thing, that is angle DAB is equal to CBA. Angle DAB, this angle is equal to the CBA, this angle. Okay, DAB is equal to the CBA. Okay, prove that. Here we have to prove that. To prove, here we need to prove three things. That is, one of them, first prove triangle ABD is equal to BAC. ABC congruent to BAD. Okay, sorry, I'll write wrong. ABD to BAC, ABD to BAC. Okay, and BD is equal to the AC. And third thing, that is we need to prove that angle ABD is equal to the angle BAC. Okay, we need to prove these three things. Okay, so let's start. First of all, we have to prove that these two triangles are equal. That means congruent. Okay, for that I'll split these two triangles. Okay, I'll split it, that given triangles from the quadrilateral. Okay, one of the A, B, D, and second one, that is A, B, C. Here you have to see that you are seeing that AD is equal to the BC. AD and BC are two sides are equal given. Okay, second thing, that is BAD, that means this angle is equal to the ABC, that is with the this angle, okay, of the triangles. Clear? Here also one of their side, that is AB, again AB, and here also AB are common in the both of the triangle. So we can see that side, angle and side. Okay, side, angle and side. Okay, one of them side is given equal, one of them angle is given equal, and we are finding third side, okay, that are equal or not, that are common or not, that are from any kind of the equality or not. So we are seeing that AB and AB in both of the triangle are equal and both of them are common from the both triangle. So we can take both of them are equal. So in triangle ABD and triangle BAC, okay, in triangle ABD and triangle BAC, we are tell that first of all AD is equal to BC, that are given. Second thing, that is angle DAB and angle CBA. Angle DAB is equal to angle CBA, that also given. Okay, and third side, that is AB, from both of the triangles are common as per the quadrilateral. Okay, as per the in the quadrilateral, you can see that AB are common in the both of the triangle. One of the triangle is this, okay, and second triangle is this. One of the second triangle is this. You can see that in both of the triangle AB is contained common in the both of them. So we are writing AB is equal to AB. So therefore, by which criteria? Side angle side, congruency rule, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. Okay, so therefore by CPCT rule, now remaining sides and remaining angles are equal. We know that, that is we have seen that BD and AC are remaining side of the congruent triangle. BD, where is the BD? BD, okay, and AC are remaining part of the triangles. Yes, are the remaining part of triangles. Therefore, by we are writing by CPCT rule, BD and AC are also equal, okay, and remaining angle, that is ABD and BAC, ABD, here this angle, and BAC from the second, BAC, okay, these two angles are also part of the remaining triangles, that are the congruent triangles, part of the congruent triangles. So we also write these two angles are also equal by the CPCT rule. Therefore, by also CPCT rule, angle ABD are equal to the angle BAC. Clear? Clear? Here we can complete this sum, hence prove. Okay, all of the sum that we are proving in this chapter or in previous chapter, so in all of the sum you must to write hence prove at the last. Okay, so I hope you have to understand all these things of the chapter chapter 7 and exercise 7.1 of question 1 and 2. Okay, I hope you have to enjoy all the things that I'll teach you in the today's session also. Okay, so till that, goodbye and stay blessed.